Hi, it's Kelly with Coffee Cups and Books, and today we're here to talk about my July TBR. First, my coffee cup of the day. It's from Spiral Diner and Bakery. It's a local restaurant that my husband and I like to go to, and the cups are just so 50s, like inspired, and it was just fun. And yeah, we collect coffee cups, obviously, so we had to get this for the collection. All right, so now for the TBR. The first book is the winner of the viewer's choice. Last week I posted a video called Viewer's Choice. I picked 5 books from my physical TBR, and I had viewers vote in the comments about which one they wanted me to read. And the winner is The Tainted Cup by Robert Jackson Bennett. This is a Sherlock Holmes-esque fantasy mystery. It involves a quirky detective and her assistant who has a perfect memory. So I've heard this is fun. I've heard it's a really good book, and it's the first in a series. And I have the second one, A Drop of Corruption. So I can't wait to read it. I'm very excited about this. My husband voted for A Crown of Swords, so sorry. But yes, I can't wait to read this. The second book on my list is Jade City by Fonda Lee. This is an urban fantasy that deals with crime syndicates and Jade. I have started reading this, but I haven't gotten very far. This was, I had made a short asking people to vote between this one or Rhythm of War, which one I should read first, and Jade City won. So I have started. I just haven't gotten very far in it. So, but anyway, this is the second in my July TBR. The next book is a continuation of a manga series that my husband and I are reading, and it's Witch Hat Atelier. Atelier. My husband says it's not French, so to say Atelier. Number 5. I say Atelier, but whatever. This follows, the volume 1 followed, it started with Coco, who was a young girl who'd always wanted to be a witch and was just enamored with witches and witchcraft. And then something happens, I'm not going to say what, but it affords her the opportunity to become a witch and to study under Kifrey. It's Qifrey, so I'm not exactly sure how to say it, but it allows her to study witchcraft under him, and he also trains other witches. He's got like he's got like 5 with Coco, I believe, young witches that he is training. So I've heard that it gets darker, that it's not as cozy and cute, but that's okay. So I'm really enjoying this series so far. I've read the first 4 volumes, and yeah, I can't wait to continue with the series. The next on my list is Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins. I think I'm the last person to read it. I'm almost done with Mockingjay. As of filming this, June 28th, I'm about halfway done. So I'm hoping to finish very soon, well, before July. And I can't wait to get to this. This goes over Haymitch's Hunger Games. Now, everyone knows what the Hunger Games are, I believe, at this point. So I don't really need to explain them. But yes, this details Haymitch's time. And I've heard it's an excellent book, and I cannot wait to read it. I love the Hunger Games series. Just rereading it has made me realize just how much I really enjoy the books. Now, Ballads of Songbirds and Snakes, I was not a huge fan of. It was fine, but I think my expectations are just way too high. So yeah, I'm trying not to have huge expectations for this, but it's hard when everyone is like, it's great, it's great, it's great. So yeah. But anyway, I can't wait to get to this. The next book on my list is Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This is on my 25 books to read in 2025 list, and so I thought it's summertime. Now's the perfect time to get to it. It details a wild party in the summer of 1983. Gotta love the 80s. And I believe it features characters or family members of characters from Daisy Jones and the Six. I have read that, but it's been a long time, so I don't really remember. I don't know if you need to reread that. I don't think you do. Might just read a little summary just so I get a refresher on the characters. But yes, this deals. I think this deals with some of their children, or children of one of the characters. But it's a big family drama. It's a big hullabaloo apparently, and it ends in, I believe, a fire. I think that's what I read online. So I don't think that's a spoiler. It's on the Goodreads. description. But yes, it's summertime and it's the perfect time to read this book. Next on my list is The God of the Woods by Liz Moore. This is also on my 25 books to read in 2025. And this goes over a summer camp in which a young girl goes missing. And apparently her family owns the camp. And her older brother, went missing from the same camp years ago. So that sounds intriguing to me. And this apparently goes over the search for her and the mysteries and what happened to them. And it just sounds like a good time. Now, it takes place at a summer camp, so it's summer now, so it's the perfect time for me to read this book. It is a little chunky, but that's okay. So I am very much looking forward to getting to this book. I know this had a lot of buzz and hype when it came out, and so I can't wait to see if it lives up to that. And I've had it for a year. This came out in July 2024, so it's time. It's time to get to it. The next book on my list is The Dead Zone by Stephen King. This is a copy that my husband got at a used bookstore. That's why it's kind of janky. But hey, it still reads. It's just fine. So I like that. Now, I really don't know what this is about. Actually, I even looked up on Goodreads the description, and I still don't know what it's about. But it's on my list to read. One, it's on my 25 books to read in 2025. But that's because I am gradually... I started at the beginning last year. I started at the beginning of Stephen King's published works and decided to go through it and read them all in publication order. Why I'm doing that, I don't know, but I thought it was a good idea at the time. I'm obviously not reading books I've already read. My husband and I are almost done with Night Shift, which is the book right before this. We're reading it together. I think we only have like 3 more stories in that book. So it's really interesting. Night Shift, well, I'll talk about it when I... put on my wrap up, but yeah, that book is really interesting. How many movies have spawned from stories in that book? But yes, so anyway, I can't wait to read The Dead Zone. But yes, I'm not going to read the Dark Tower series because that's a separate series. And plus I read The Gunslinger years ago and I didn't like it. So if you did, I'm sorry. I've heard it gets better on a reread and to continue with the series, but I'm not there yet. No. So I'm skipping that. I'm also skipping Rage. I'm not reading that. I am an elementary school teacher, as you could probably tell from my shirt. I'm realizing I'm wearing a teaching shirt. And books that deal with school violence, I can't do it. It's very hard for me to do. So I'm skipping that one. But the rest of the books I am going through and trying to read them in order. So next will be The Dead Zone. So I'm excited. I've heard very good things about this. It has a lot of people that I follow on Goodreads that have read this have given it 4 or 5 stars. So I'm looking forward to it. The next book on my list is a book I do not own, but it's Dungeons and Drama by Christy Boyce. I've heard cute things about it. It's a YA rom-com, I believe, where deals with a teenager who got in trouble. And so her punishment is working at her dad's game shop. And so there she meets one of his employees who's a big time nerd and likes to play like Dungeons and Dragons. And so they meet up and I think they fake date for some reason. And given that it's a romance, you know what happens. But I've heard it's really cute. I know Stacy at the Chapter Conundrum really liked it. And I had seen the cover and I thought, oh, that looks cute. And the premise sounded cute. But after she said she really liked it, I'm like, okay, I got to move it up on my TBR and I've got to check it out. So I'm going to read it. Okay, the rest, that's it for now. That is 8 books. Now 8 books in the summer is not a lot. However, 8 books in the school year, there's no way for me to do that. I'm going to try, but it's really hard. So my August TBR will probably be smaller because August is when we go back to school and we've got like meet the teacher night and I'm staying up at school late, getting stuff ready, having my husband call me, are you coming home? Yes. So I'm going to try to get these chunky books like The God of the Woods and Jade City done in July. So yeah. Let me know in the comments what's on your July TBR, what you want to read this month. I want to know. Let me know if you've read any of these books and if I should prioritize any of them. Like this video if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more from me. I'm going to be trying to post on Mondays and Thursdays. Don't hold me to it, but I'm really going to try. Yeah. Have a wonderful day. And remember, life is too short to drink bad coffee. So don't do it.